Second grade, that's when they introduced us to 9/11. They showed us videos and what happened, and basically saying like the plane got hijacked and there was something going on with the plane, and that they crashed the plane into the Twin Towers.
It was a little bit into either first grade or second grade that they sat us down and talked to us about what happened. They tried to explain it in a way that kids would understand. So I had a little bit of understanding about it, but as the grades went further and further, we do projects on it. We would have more open talks with people who were from there that would come to our schools, and that's really where I got the bulk of my knowledge.
When I learned about 9/11, I think I was about 4 or 5 when that it first was of discussion. Largely because my parents, so I was born on September 15th, and my parents were actually on one of the first planes out after 9/11. So that's how I learned about it.
My dad was working at one of the big banks in New York at the time. The thing that stuck with me the most is that before they knew what was happening, he was in his building, they heard something happened, and then all of a sudden he saw papers and pens and office supplies, flying past his window, and he really didn't know what it was until he turned on the TV and figured out.
My dad felt the need to help, obviously. He's a United States Marine, so he had actually re-enlisted the day of. And I think it definitely instilled a lot of fear in the world, not just like specifically in my family, but like a lot of like first responders, families, and military.
So I feel like as a nation, we got hit really hard because we had to step up a lot of stuff so it won't get prevented to happen again.
After that, we kind of made the whole Homeland Security, which I learned through my CJ classes. And with that, it kind of makes us a lot more protected and stuff like that. So, overall, that kind of helps us as a country to be united and protected.
I think systemically, if you look at the treatment, especially for people of color and of that nationality, especially in airports, there's definitely harsher routines related to them. It's to the point where it's been quite a few years after, but it's still hush hush, the conversations about it. So for example, when I was coming over here, TSA, I know they, typical routine you go through, but they checked my hair this time, something that's never happened before. And it's just little things like that that you start to pick up on based off of kind of where you're going, what plane you're riding, stuff like that.
I feel like it, like I said, instilled a lot of fear and skepticism and need to be very thorough with a lot of people. I feel like it added a lot of stereotypes to people that maybe don't deserve it, specifically people of color.
I think we need to treat everyone with respect, and I feel like we could have gone a different way of explaining it to people so that then they wouldn't group the whole, Middle East as the one who did it. It was a group that did it. I have a lot of friends that are Muslim, and they hate it just as much as us for the reason that they love the country that they're in. They love America, and also because they love their own culture and they don't want to see them getting targeted for something that they don't agree with.
Anytime 9/11 do come up, it is a sad day. Like the whole nation just grieved because a lot of people died. A lot of people was going into work. It was a normal day for them, and they didn't know what was going on. A lot of people got a phone call saying from their loved ones that I'm loving you. That's probably like the last thing they ever heard from their loved ones. So when 9/11 come up, it's tragic because they have to relive the day that happened so long ago, but it hurts. It hurts that happened to us as a country.
Sad time, and we're obviously still getting through it. It'll always kind of affect us in the background.
It's something that truly, I feel like, haunts not just our nation but globally, just because so many of our lives were lost in something that was obviously very unexpected. It's something that you think about when you get on a plane, or you travel somewhere, travel to an important monument. It's something that really just kind of stays on the back burner of your mind.